Good morning, my church family. I was asked by Bishop to give the inspirational this morning. And first, I want to say that I pray that you and your families are all doing well and that you are practicing the protocols of safety that is required of you to avoid you being impacted by this virus. Washing your hands and making sure that you wear your mask and that you continue to sanitize your environment. And so I want to talk this morning about forgiveness and tell you how critically important it is that you practice forgiveness. You know, forgiveness is that sweet aspect of overcoming something that have impacted you in such a way that the hurt sometime pushes you to a place where you don't even want to see the person no more. And that hurt sometimes tear or hold you to a particular position or point where it's difficult for you to find it in your heart to release that person. I like to tell the story about giving a lady a ride and passing by the graveyard, and I hear her sucking her teeth and stomping her feet and I say, well, Lord, I must pick up a crazy woman. So I said, Miss, what happened? She said, I just can't stand him. I said, who him? She said, right over there. I looking around, I ain't see no one. I said, right over there. She said, right in the graveyard. I hope he stay there. In essence, what she was saying to me is that this person that hurt her, who has already died, even when she passed the graveyard, she can't forgive him. The hurt was so real. But I flipped that script to say to you this morning that there was a brother who loved his brothers so much that when his father sent him to take them something to eat, I'm paraphrasing, that instead of them showing that love, they bound him with intent to killing him. But after communicating, they decided that they'll put him in a pit. And then they went on and decided further to sell him. And this fellow went through that process. He went into his master's house, and whilst in his master's house, he was a good servant. Then his master wife decided, I want to lay with you. But he resisted, and as a result of that, she told a lie, and he was in prison for many years. You know, one would think that this young man would be so bitter. But you know what? Even after revealing the dream of two of the king's subjects, and they making a promise that they would help him, they forgot him until they needed him again. But you know what? He didn't hold it against them. When one of them came back, he did what he had to do to reveal the king's dream, and then you know the story. Finally, there was a famine in the land. His brothers had to come. And instead of using the anger or the bitterness that could have, you know, kept him bound, he loved them, he forgave them, and they move on. So what am I saying to you this morning? Forgiveness release you from the harm or the hurt inflicted on you by someone else. You are going to be bound to it, not the person. Because most people who hate you, you watch how they live, they're happy as a lark. So what am I encouraging you this morning? I'm encouraging you that past hate that been holding you for 50 years, release it. I'm encouraging you that that person who said that mean thing about you 10 years ago, release it. I'm encouraging you that conversation that you heard that no one know that you heard, and you still is crushed by it, release it. Because I'm going to tell you, forgiveness produce a beautiful, emotional, I mean, explosion in one's body when that release of that particular thing take place. And so this morning, my encouragement to you is to forgive, let go of it. Focus on the beauty of what life is, giving all of us this opportunity to live. And when we look at our world community and what is going on today, it's better to forgive and let go. The world or the universe or the galaxy that we live in is purported to be 1,000 million years old. The galaxy that we live on takes 200 million years to make one rotation around the universe. Mankind has been on this earth between 2 to 3 million years. So in time we are just but a vapor. Why waste your time with an unforgiving spirit? So I encourage you this morning to forgive, let it go, and move on. You'll feel better because forgiveness is that sweet, sweet flavor that you need to get you across to the next side. Forgive, as the Master said, 70 times 7. Be blessed this morning.